Hello team, Jason at Suffer City here. Hey, have you ever been inside of a sauna, a heated sauna, just dripping sweat? Seen somebody else in that sauna doing push-ups or sit-ups or air squats or just exercising in general and wondered, hey, is that gonna help them burn more calories? Is it helping burn fat faster? Or is it gonna help me build muscle faster? Hey, these are great questions. And let me start here by affirming my personal belief in a good hot sauna purge. And my intent here is to do none other than give you the best information I have to help you enjoy some of the same benefits I do, like to improve sleep, improve digestion, just a general sense of ease and well-being throughout my body. So to begin, all right, the sauna, it's not your ticket to weight loss. All right? It's not going to help you burn fat any faster, and it's certainly not going to help you build muscle, period. So what does the sauna do then? Well, the easy answer is it imposes a heat demand on your body, and that's really all you need to know, and the rest should be common sense from there, but it's not. Somehow the sauna has become synonymous with helping you burn more calories if you work out in there. It doesn't. Or some people think it will help them warm up before their workout. It won't. And others believe that it will help them sweat out the fat. It doesn't. And let's address each individually, starting with, will working out in a sauna help me burn more calories? This is an unequivocal no, it's false, and it's not even close. You could try this for yourself, in fact. Take a kettlebell into the sauna and try to complete 500 kettlebell swings as fast as you can. What do you think is going to happen? I'll tell you, before you get to 100 reps, you will exhaust on account of heat alone. And it's not going to be a lack of calories that keeps you from achieving the remainder of those reps. It'll be a lack of consciousness. This is because it becomes your body's priority to keep you alive as compared to innervating muscle. But at room temperature, you're likely to burn more calories on account of you being able to complete the metabolic demand on the body, which creates the internal heat, the thermogenic burn, and that's where you create the calorie burn. It has little to do with an exogenous imposition of heat from outside the body. All right, so is the sauna a good warm-up? It's not likely. In fact, it could be the opposite of a good warm-up. While yes, you step into the sauna, you begin to feel warm, and it feels good, in fact, but you have to ask yourself, what has your metabolism done? Nothing. Think about it. You step into the sauna, you begin to feel the heat. So what does your body do? It activates your cooling systems. And this is going to have two subsequent effects. Well, one, it's cooling you down at a point at which you need to be heating up. Two, if you're in there long enough, you begin to sweat, you start purging precious nutrients that you're going to want during your exercise bout. Sure, you're going to feel heated up as a result of going into the sauna. And sure, it's going to feel nice having that cool air push upon you right before your training session. But let me tell you something, the results you're after have about nothing to do with how you feel and everything to do with the work you're able to output. And I'll tell you, a pre-training sauna session is going to keep you from expressing the output that your results likely require. So what about sweating out the fat? Will a sauna help us do that? The answer here again is no. There's very few fatty acids you're ever going to find in sweat. And so to also put this in other terms, how much you sweat during a training session doesn't necessarily dictate how much fat you burned either. In reality, less than 1% of your sweat is going to have any fatty acids, way less than 1%. The rest of it's going to be water, expelled nutrients, some metabolic end product, and some toxins that may be left over from the food you eat. So, in truth, there's no such thing as sweating out the fat. Okay, so Jason, you tell me to sauna, but yet you said it won't help me burn more calories. It's going to ruin my performance, nor does it help me burn more fat. So, Jason, you got to tell me, why do you sauna? Well, I'll tell you why I sauna, because it helps me burn more calories, it improves my performance, and it helps me burn fat. But wait, what's going on here? All right, so here's the deal. How do I get the benefits when I just told you all the negative things a sauna will do for you before you exercise? It's all about the timing and the point at which you put your sauna session in relationship to your training session. You want to use the sauna after you've trained, when your metabolic engines are already fired up and when those internal cooling systems are already on. Now, this is because if you walk into extreme temperatures like a sauna after you train, here's what's going to happen. Well, first of all, we're going to exhaust a lot of the metabolic end product that you just created as a result of exercising. You can think of this as the exhaust coming out of your tailpipe of your car. as you drive around town all day, provided you got a combustible engine, you've got that chemical end product moving out of the tailpipe, pushing itself into the atmosphere. Well, the inside of your body is this atmosphere. And as your metabolic engines and the muscles produce that energy, we've got to exhaust that out. And that's what the sauna will help you do. After you train, of course, you could push out a lot of that metabolic end product that, if not pushed out effectively, is what results in the feeling of soreness and stiffness the next day. Right, which leads to the second benefit, which is the exportation of toxins that are in our body as a result of the food we eat. Now, this is especially important for things like immunity, things like sleep, and the aging process. Because if we're not able to export these toxins through the sweat production of either exercise or the exposure to extreme heat, well, these toxins will build up as residue. This happens inside our cell walls, our arteries, all throughout the body. Now, it's also important to account for the fact that different people will have different rates of how they sweat, and that's okay. Almost everybody's body has a built-in compensation mechanism that accounts for a little more of this or a little more of that. And so if you don't sweat as much as your friends, or maybe you sweat excessively, don't get too worried about it. However, if you do feel as though this could be contributing to some unhealthy experiences, then by all means, contact a trusted medical professional and get more information. Now, we're also going to be getting rid of just any other residual waste in the body. As you become exposed to life-threatening situations, much like extreme cold, extreme heat, or maybe you're about to get into a fight, listen, your body lets go of that which it doesn't need. Now, this is why animals, and some humans in fact, can have quite a bit of an accident upon a frightening moment. Hey, their body's trying to export everything it doesn't need. And that's what's happening when you're in the sauna. That's just it. It's important to realize that what the sauna does, it exports, it exhausts, it gets rid of stuff in your body as a product of heat pressure. So that's it now. Don't you see how the sauna is there to help you purge out, to exhaust, export, and expel things from your system? And yes, even though we're removing and getting rid of toxins and waste product, it's incredibly important to account for the nutrients and minerals that are also being exported from your system. And we got to think of this in two ways. On one hand, it takes these precious nutrients of potassium, magnesium, and sodium and calcium to run the process of exportation. And then there's also the guilty by association nutrients that get exported along with the toxins and the other waste product. Hey, now all of this is okay after you've trained, because you're likely going to hydrate and replenish those nutrients you've sweat out. But if this is going on prior to training, this is going to have a detrimental effect upon your performance and your ability to output work. And this is why you don't want to sauna prior to exercise. All right, so there we go. While the sauna has a lot of positive effects and great benefits, it's not going to help you burn more calories. It's not a great warm-up tool before exercise, nor will it help you sweat the fat out. I hope this has been helpful for you. Hope you get a little bit more out of any saunaing that you do. If you got questions, comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Hey, go out there, be great. I'm Jason in Suffer City. Until next time.